Hello. Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here. I am Erica Champion Wise. I'm an elite independent consultant with my direct sales company and the creator of Empowering the Entrepreneur. It is my joy and my pleasure to get to chat with you and hopefully give you some inspiration and maybe even a kick in the butt. So today is going to be a kick in the butt, said with love, said with the hope that this will set you free from some crap that you've been holding on to for a long time and get you to where you want to go. So today we've got to talk about external validation. So if you've known me, and some of you have for a while, you know that my best examples come from my real life. So this morning is a real life example. It's absolutely a real life example. I was chatting with a teammate. I love her. She's very sweet. She was going through a hard time and she needed some validation. She needed me to say, I am proud of you. And I gladly said it because I am proud of her because what she overcame in our conversation was huge. And the growth that she showed in that conversation was a big, big deal. And the thought ran through my brain. Okay, so I have like a bajillion and three thoughts that go through my brain every day, and so do you. And this one was like a little leprechaun, miniature, little, stupid little thought that said, I'd love it if someone said that they were proud of me. And then that little stupid leprechaun thought grew into, why does no one ever say they're proud of me? And then it grew into, and now we're here at like troll size, okay? Oh, maybe no one loves me and that's why they're not proud of me. And I spent like a whole 10 seconds in this, why does no one say they're proud of me? Like I literally spent time there until I shook myself and I was like, and it was like an awakening, you know, sometimes they're a little violent. And I was like, whoa, stop. Who are you and where did you come from? So sometimes we have these terrible little thoughts. This is an aside. These terrible little jerky little thoughts that pop into our brain out of nowhere. And you're just like, hello, where? You weren't even invited to this party. Why are you crashing my party, right? And sometimes we have these terrible little thoughts that come through, and I want to tell you that that's kind of normal. You know, we can't control every thought that comes through our brain because we literally have a few bajillion that come through all the time, right? But what you can do is when that thought comes, you can stop it. Just like I did. Like I got nasty. I got nasty with my own brain. I was like, girl, get it together. What is this thought? Why are you so bent on external validation? And I'm going to ask you the same. Why are you so bent on needing someone else to say they're proud of you? Why are you so bent on only doing your job, your business, your workout, eating well, whatever it is that you're doing? Why are you so bent on only doing that if someone says, good job? Ooh, tough question, right? Tough question. It's supposed to be a tough question. I want you to think about this, and I want to I kind of want to step on your toes a little bit here, because these are things that we never really ask ourselves, and we're missing something huge by always needing someone else to tell us we're doing a good job. It's one thing for children to do it because children are still learning and they're learning their boundaries and they're learning, heck, they're even learning how to do things. Mommy, did I do a good job? You say yes. The answer is yes, right? But here you are, a 33-year-old, me, I'm 33. Here you are, a 33-year-old adult, still needing someone to answer the question, Mommy, did I do a good job? Why? It's a very simple answer. You're going to be so mad at yourself when you put this together. You are seeking someone else to validate you because you're not doing it yourself. And I know that that's very cliche, and I know that's very industry kind of normal here, but I'm going to say it again, and maybe I'll be the one that it sinks in for. You are looking outside of yourself. You need everybody and their brother to say they're proud of you because you're not proud of you, because you're not stopping and looking and examining all that you've done and all the growth that you've done and all the things that you are currently doing to say, you know what, Erica, I am proud of you. You're seeking outside of you because you're not dealing with inside of you. And that's the tough, hard, but real truth of why you need everybody to be proud of you. And I'm going to tell you what, needing everybody to be proud of you means that everybody controls you. It may not be overt, they may not have you in handcuffs doing all their laundry, but everyone who you are waiting on to be proud of you, whether it's your mother, your father, your grandparents, your parental figure, a boss, an upline, whoever it is that you're waiting on to be proud of you, controls you. And they control you because every action that you do is done with intent. Oh, I hope she's proud of me after I do this. Everything that you show up to do has the underlying current of, is she going to be proud of me? Is he going to be proud of me? Are they going to see me? That's one of your big questions. Will they see me if I do this? I see people all the time in my industry, on my team. I'm gonna meddle here for a minute. On my flippin' team, only doing things, only working their business so that someone else sees them. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna get real right here. We got to get really real. If you don't know me, I get really real sometimes. Here we go. If the only reason you are doing a contest is to get a prize, you've lost already. With all the love that I have. Yes, your upline offers prizes and they're so exciting and they're so awesome. But if that's all you're pushing for, you've lost already. Y'all, I am prize motivated. I love stuff. I love getting prizes. I love getting prizes. I love getting gifts. I love using them because they remind me of the awesome thing that I did to earn them and I feel so proud. I love gifts, so I'm not saying the gifts are a bad thing. What I'm saying is, if the only reason you're working your business is to get that whatever that is being, that carrot that is being dangled in front of you, you have a problem. You should be working your business because it's your business. You should be working your business because maybe it's your livelihood, or maybe it's your ticket out, or maybe it's your self-assurance, or maybe it's your self-esteem. You shouldn't just be working a business to get what your upline is offered. And I see it every day. I see it every day. And I want to tell those who are just working their business in order to get whatever was offered, this is where your struggle is. This is what you're struggling with. Pride in yourself. And I know so often, especially in the church world, oh Lord, forgive me for this crazy talk of the church world here. I know so often in the church world, especially, pride is evil. I'm going to tell you that that is a misconstruction. Being proud of yourself is not such a bad thing. Pride means doing it and thinking you're God. That's the way I think about it. If I'm over here and I'm hustling my business and I'm like forcing things to happen and God's not in the mix, that's pride. That's pride. But if I'm over here and this morning it was a real struggle for me to work out, but I still got up and I still did it and I'm like, Erica, I'm so proud of you. That's not evil pride. There's a difference in the two of them. And maybe you need to sit down and sort that out for yourself. But being proud of yourself is not bad. Where was I going with that? I don't even know where that one was going. I got off on a bad tangent there. Sorry, religion. Oh, drive me a little nuts. So, I know where I was going with that. So, those who are just working for the carrots, this is your struggle. Being proud of yourself is your struggle. Being able to look at yourself and see that you even got out of bed this morning when you didn't want to get out of bed this morning. That will change things for you. Being able to look at yourself and say, you know what, it's not been the best of days, but we had a day and we survived it, and I'm proud of us for even getting through it. That will change things for you. And so, team leader, I know if you're listening to this, if you have a teammate who is only chasing your carrots, this is where they're at. They have a self-esteem struggle. You know, there's one thing with loving gifts, and y'all know I love me some gifts, but they have a self-esteem struggle. That is their struggle right there. They have a self-worth struggle. They have a pride in themselves struggle, and they are looking, seeking, driving, hoping, wishing for external validation, and that comes in the form of you and your carrot. Okay, so don't get angry with them. Don't react to them when they react poorly to not winning. Okay, this is just a self-esteem issue, and I'm going to tell you, this is what I talked through with my teammate last night in letting her know that the carrot's not the problem. The thing that she won that hasn't been delivered yet is not the problem. It's her self-esteem. And she admitted that that is very true. Okay, so now, what the heck do you do? So we got all this out the way. What do you do now? You're going to hate me for this one. You have to start telling yourself, I'm proud of you. You have to start telling yourself, I love you. You are going to feel so weird. You are going to feel so weird. The first time I remember vividly, the first time I looked in the mirror and told myself I love myself, I cried. I cried. And sometimes I still cry on the days when I haven't been very loving and kind to myself, and I beat myself all the hell and back, right? And so that's what you have to do. You have to talk to yourself. You have to validate yourself. That's the only way to not seek external validation. That's the only way to not need sex instead of love, right? Because a lot of times we have lots of partners looking for intimacy and love. If you love yourself, you're not going to be seeking that external to you. If you tell yourself, I'm proud of you for showing up and working your business, you're not going to have to chase down the next prize. Although I like prizes. But you'll just be working your business and getting prizes just because you're showing up and working your business. If you will tell yourself, you did a great job today on your diet and exercise routine, you won't need as many. You're going to need some, because that one you can't go alone. You won't need someone else to say you did a great job. Now, I want to tell you, life doesn't happen in a vacuum. That's not what I'm saying here. That is absolutely not what I'm saying here. Don't even think that. Don't even go down that road. I'm not saying you have to go life alone. I am absolutely not saying you have to do business alone, do your new routine with food and movement alone, period. No. We need friends, we need family, we need support, we need that. What I'm saying here is that you have to be in the game too. You cannot just let your upline pour into you and say she's proud of you, because you're never going to believe her. Let's be honest. You cannot just have your spouse come in when you're dressing and say, oh, you look beautiful. You have to say it too, because you're never going to believe them. You with me? Life doesn't happen in a vacuum, and you're not alone. But if you're not in the game, if you're not validating yourself, if you're not saying, gosh, Erica, you look nice today. Whoa, that makeup looks good. Oh, girl, that dress. If you're not saying these things to yourself, you're missing it. If you're not giving yourself the level of validation that you want someone else to give you, you're never going to be happy. Ever. You're never going to feel good enough. Ever. Ever. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to talk to yourself the way you want someone else to talk to you. If you want your mother because we all have mom problems. We're human. If you want your mother to say she's proud of you, you start saying you're proud of you. If you want your dad to say, good job, baby, you start saying, good job to yourself. We all want to make our parents proud. And so often we spend our lives killing ourselves to do it, and they don't even know about it. And we start getting bitter and resentful because they don't say the things that we need them to say. Parents are human too, okay? Your kids want the same thing from you, so you're not guiltless either. And so if you want to change this game, you start saying to yourself, I'm proud of you. Good job. You go, girl. You can do this. I love you. You say all of the things and you validate yourself. You want the way you want the external world to validate you, things will change. We all know that woman. We all know that woman who loves herself so much that the rest of the world and whatever's happening out there doesn't even shake her. You want to know her secret? She talks to herself. She validates herself. She looks in the mirror and she likes what she sees and she says it out loud. She's proud of herself. And she validates herself. You want that. It all starts with you. One of my favorite coaches says, I move, the world follows. And I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to take her words and tell you. You move, the world will follow. When you're proud of you, they'll be proud of you. When you are happy with you, they'll be happy with you. When you love you, they will love you. But everything starts with you. So, here's my challenge. Start talking to yourself the way you would talk to your very best friend. Start talking to yourself, team leader, the way you would talk to a teammate who was struggling. Start talking to yourself, mama, the way you would talk to a child who needed validating. Practice and practice some more because it's going to feel weird. You're going to screw up. But as you get better at this, your whole life will change. I'll see you later.